Hi Gemini, how are you doing? And welcome to your weekly love reading for August 3rd through the 9th. So we are going to see what's unfolding in your love life this week, who's coming into your energy, what the person on your mind is thinking or feeling, and what spirit wants you to know. Did we have like a jumper here? No, okay. So whether this is someone from your past or someone you're currently dealing with or someone new who's about to enter your life. Let's see, dear. This is for Gemini. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you'd like a private reading that's completely tailored to your unique situation, you can book one through the link in my bio. And today's reading is inspired by the archetype, the rake. I'm wearing my Sniff London fragrance to embody this energy. So every scent represents one of the 9 archetypes of seduction. If you want to discover your own archetype and signature scent, you'll find Sniff London in the link in my bio. Now let's get into your reading, Gemini. So Gemini, this week's energy is all about facing truth that can no longer be ignored. Although many of your cards appear in reverse, don't see that as something negative, okay? Reverse cards often represent inner transformation, releasing old patterns, and finally gaining clarity. So Spirit is showing me that this week has the potential to bring has the potential to bring like emotional breakthroughs, and even if they come through uncomfortable realizations here, okay? So let's begin with the World in the reverse. So this tells me that there's unfinished business in your love life. Like whether this is someone from your past or someone you're currently dealing with, something hasn't reached its natural conclusion. Like there may still be unanswered questions, unresolved emotions, or conversations that need to happen before either of you can truly move forward. So this connection continues to occupy someone's mind because it doesn't feel complete, okay? So next we have the 5 of Wands in the reverse. So the good news is that that conflict is beginning to settle. So if there has been tension, disagreements, or emotional distance, I see both people becoming less interested in fighting and more interested in finding peace. Like someone is realizing that holding on to conflict isn't serving anyone anymore, okay? Then we have the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. This card asks you to look at balance. Has one person been giving far more than the other? Like Spirit is highlighting relationships where the effort hasn't been equal. Like this week brings awareness to unhealthy dynamics, encouraging both people to recognize that lasting love requires mutual investment. If someone has been taking without giving back, that imbalance can no longer be ignored, okay? Next comes the 2 of Swords in the reverse. Finally, a decision is being made. Like someone who has been avoiding reality is being to face it, whether it's choosing to move forward, choosing to communicate, or choosing to let go. Like the period of sitting on the fence is coming to an end. Clarity replaces confusion this week here, okay? Then we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like this may represent someone who is feeling emotionally or financially unstable, like, or someone who is struggling to provide the consistency this relationship needs. They may genuinely care, but right now they don't fully feel grounded within themselves. So their own insecurities may be affecting the connection more than they are willing to admit. Finally, we have the King of Wands in the reverse. This tells me that although attraction is still present, confidence is lacking here. Someone wants to take action but keeps holding themselves back. Pride, fear of rejection, or uncertainty may be preventing them from stepping forward. So Spirit is showing me someone who has feelings but hasn't yet found the courage to express them in a healthy way. So Gemini, this week is less about dramatic romantic gestures and more about truth, healing, and self-awareness. I see unfinished business, but I also see opportunities to release conflict and finally gain clarity about where this connection is heading. So sometimes relationships don't move forward until both people are willing to acknowledge what's been out of balance. So the universe is encouraging you not to chase clarity from someone else before finding it within yourself. When you know your own worth, you naturally begin attracting relationships that attract that sense, the same level of respect and consistency. So the universal advice for you here is simple. Don't settle for inconsistency simply because the feelings are strong. Love should feel reciprocal, like safe and balanced. If someone truly wants to be in your life, their actions will eventually match their words. Focus on your own peace, trust your intuition, and remember that the right connection will never require you to question your value, okay? So Gemini, if this reading resonated with you, don't forget to like, follow, and comment your zodiac sign below if you want to claim this reading. And if you'd like a private reading that's completely personalized to your unique situation, you can book one through the link in my bio. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful week ahead, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.